Adi, what is going on? Blessings, eternal blessings. Eternal health, wealth, and prosperity to everybody. Hold on. Give it a few minutes because we're really supposed to start at 11:30. But if I'm able to do so, I really like to at least be a little bit early because I know time is of the essence. I know everybody that's out there has important things to do. And anybody that does click on these videos, they're here for a reason. They're absolutely here for a reason. Right? But yeah, all in all, it's a blessing, man. Every day above ground is a blessing. Absolutely every day above ground is a blessing. Absolutely every day above ground is a blessing. If we're live right now, but let's give it a few seconds. All right, cool. Just forgive. I'm kind of watching on a different screen to see when it pops up. So if it is popping up for you, and you're here, but I'm not quite seeing it happen in real time. I suppose this is it. I don't know, man. I think YouTube kind of got to work on that a little bit. I think YouTube needs to kind of work on that. But yeah, welcome everyone to episode number 3. Episode number 3, Life is But a Stream. So, we're all unique. Everyone has a unique path for themselves. Like, everyone was born to be an individual. You have your own spiritual path. You have your own likes, your own dislikes. But I see it so often where, what's going on, Omar? Big up yourself, Omar. Well, New York City, by way of Jamaica as well, you know. Your hair is like a rope. Yeah, you know. It's kind of the way I styled it. You know what I mean? Kind of styled it like that to keep it this way. YouTube is a better social media platform than Facebook. I think I could agree with that. I mean, in some ways, yes, it is a better social media platform than Facebook. But yeah, guys, I kind of want to get into this while you guys introduce yourself. Big up to everybody that is sending in a super chat and everyone that is here right now. You guys are all unique, and everyone that's here right now, I want you guys to remember that you're here for a reason. And you know, that's a big thing with me because I see it so often, man. People not realizing the impact that they have, feeling as if other people are more important than they are. Nobody's more important than you. There's absolutely nobody on the planet that is more important than you are. So, you know, always keep that in mind when you put people on a pedestal. But yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. I see it so often, right? I see it often where people, you know, it's like you don't want to work too hard in order to seek someone else's validation, right? Well, I work for a corporate company that I'm not going to mention. And I'm not going to go too much into details about that company, to be completely honest with you, because they don't have anything to do with what it is that I'm doing here, right? This is my own thing that I do on my own time. So when you ask what I do for a living, I podcast and I inspire people. And I try to get people to be the best versions of themselves. And I think that's my passion. That's something that I love doing. I want to see the world. I think that if everyone was on their path, we would have a lot less people causing chaos, right? I think if everyone was focused on what it is that they were sent here or they manifested into this dimension in order to do, if everyone has their path, they're too busy doing what they're supposed to do. They don't got time for the BS. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you as well. But yeah, guys, stop working so hard to seek the validation of other people, right? Because now, what happens when that person changes, what their preferences are, right? Let's say, for instance, you're trying to court this female, right? You're trying to court this female, but, you go out and you spend a whole bunch of money on shoes. You buy the chains that she like. You buy the nice hat. I used to do calisthenics, but I never really was a gym guy. I've been to the gym a few times, but I much rather do calisthenics. I haven't done so in a few years now, and I do need to get back. But I hope that answers your question. But let's say you're courting a girl. You're courting a woman. You see her. She looks nice. You're attracted to her. You like her. So you get to the point where you're like, all right, cool. I want this girl to be a part of my life, maybe on a romantic level, right? So then you get to the point where you spend all this money on this clothes, right? You watch the videos or whatever it is. You look to see what's cool, and then you try to fill that image, right? Because you feel as if this person is going to impress her, right? And you may succeed at impressing her. But now you have to constantly be that person that you were pretending to be. What happens now when that mask wears off? Right? What happens now when who you truly are and your likes and dislikes really start to protrude or really start to come out? Right? For the most part, you could say that she may be wearing a mask. She might not be coming as who she is. Right? But the bottom line is this, guys. You want to be liked or loved for who you are, for what you represent. You don't want to put too much effort into trying to be somebody else, because that's something that you're going to have to be doing for the rest of your life. And trust me when I tell you, it's going to be draining. Absolutely draining. Right? So you want to find somebody. It's much easier to find somebody that likes you for being who you are. Right? It's much easier to find somebody that likes you that way, and you like that person as well. Don't bend over backwards trying to seek somebody's validation, right? Whose preference may change with the wind. Who today likes this type of person, tomorrow might like another type of person, and then you're stuck with the bill, right? You're stuck being somebody else that you weren't in the first place. It says, your advice for a 20-year-old boy who wants to do good in life. So my advice for a 20-year-old boy who wants to do good in life. Well, number one, I would say to that 20-year-old boy or 20-year-old man, because you're now a young man, right? What is your passion? I would ask you what your passion is. I would ask you what your likes and dislikes is. And not beyond anything that you're going to tell me that, oh, I'm in college for this, I'm in college for that. But is that your passion? Is that something that you're passionate about? Is that something that speaks to your soul? Right? Figuratively and literally, right? Is that something that you feel fulfilled in doing? Is this your path? Is this something you see yourself doing for 20, 30, 40, 50, for the rest of your life and not having any regrets? Right? Once you find that, I would say lock into that. Focus on that, right? Because there's so many distractions, right? Especially when you're 20. Especially if you're 20 years old and you're attractive and you're attracting opposite sex or whatever it is that you're into, right? Because that in itself can lead you on a whole tangent, and then someone, not your purpose, becomes your purpose, right? And I'm not against family, right? I value family. I value having a two-parent household. I value relationships. But I think every man should be on their mission. If I were 20 years old, I would go back and tell myself, hey, listen, focus on your mission, right? Focus on what your mission is. Lock into that. and become the best that you possibly can be, the best version of yourself, and doing what it is that you were meant to do your way. Don't try to do it like nobody else. You can get inspiration from other people and how they've done it, right? But add your own unique flair to it, because you were made to be unique. 100%. Name an NBA player for an edit. LeBron. The muscle and strength stays with you forever. Okay. I could agree with that. Big up yourself. Okay, nice channel, bro. Well, subscribe. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that compliment. But yeah, guys, don't waste too much time trying to pretend to be somebody else. Your life is tailor-made for you. And if you're pretending to be someone else, who's going to be you? Right? So you may be thinking to yourself, oh, you're getting your little blessings here and you're getting this and that because you're pretending to be somebody else. What happens when ish hits the fan? What happens now when the flip side of that coin comes? Because after every night follows this day. After every day, there's night. Right? So now, are you able to sustain? Are you able to go through the tough times being the other person? You might not know what the dark side of that person's life is, but here you are trying to be them. Who's trying to be you? Right? You're basically, what you're doing is you're really disrespecting God by trying to be somebody else. 100%. You're disrespecting the Creator by trying to be somebody else. You're telling the Creator they made a mistake by making you, when they made you to be perfectly unique, to be a perfect individual, to express yourself in this way. This is the way that I made you. This is the way that I put you here to be. This is who you're supposed to be. But here you are looking over there thinking the grass is greener. The grass ain't never greener. It's not as green as you think, right? Because everything that glitters that you think is gold, right? It also comes with some very dark things as well, right? So your life is tailor-made for you. Wow. Remedies for laziness, for sure. Facts. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all we spit is facts. This is life is but a stream. And everyone that's here is absolutely here for a reason. Everyone that's here clicked on this video for a reason. The universe sent you here because the universe wants you to become a better version of yourself. The universe wants you to be yourself. The universe wants you to inspire yourself, right? Me, I'm just you in another, having a different experience. We're all just energy, right? So now when it's all said and done, when I say I'm just you having a different experience, it does mean that our life paths are a bit different. Yes, the things that, you know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, we're all just energy expressing itself in different ways. You know what I mean? So when it's all said and done, yeah, your life path is different than mine. And I could appreciate the fact that you're great at what it is that you do. I could appreciate that. And I could support that. I could love that. I could admire that. I have no problem doing that. Right? Because today, I'm also going to be the best version of myself. And I might even gain some inspiration from that. Because it's like, wow, that person really is really doing what they're supposed to do. They're on their path. They're on their mission. And that just inspired me to be on my path and on my mission. You see how that works? I'm not trying to be them. I'm not like, hey, let me go over here and try to be like this guy. No. Can you tell how to end laziness? How to end laziness? Man, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's really more of a mental thing than anything else. It's the mind, right? So you have to decide what it is that what's your mission, right? And you have to weigh what's most important. Is your mission more important than you just laying here? Or is laying here and not doing anything the most important thing? Right? The more I lay here, the less time that I have to be on my mission. The more I lay here, the older I grow, right? Because in this dimension, right, even though at a higher dimension, there is no such thing as time. But in this dimension that we're in, right? Because we know if we don't do certain things by a certain period of time, you use it or lose it, basically, right? So if I don't get up and make hay while the sun is shining, if I don't get up and hunt before, a certain time, then the whole family gets hungry. So I got to get up and hunt. If I don't hunt, we don't eat. If I don't hunt, we do not eat. So for me, the most important thing for me to do, because the family has to eat, is that I got to get up and hunt. What's good? That's not very nice. Big up yourself. Big up to everybody that's in the chat. Please remember to like and subscribe, right? Always giving you guys the best advice from my life experience, right? Because I want the best for everyone that's in this chat. I want the best for everyone that clicked on this video. I want the best for everyone that decides that they're going to share this frequency, this vibration. They're going to be in this vibe with me, right? I salute you guys for that. Once people start to see your insecurities, right? Once people start to see that, hey, this person really they're not confident in who they are. They're trying to be someone else. They're trying to be liked by me. They're trying to be like this person else, this other person. How can I use that to my advantage? Well, because they don't like themselves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to criticize them to death. Right? And now you start to take on these criticisms because you don't have enough confidence in yourself to realize that these criticisms don't mean nothing. They just blowing in the wind. If I'm confident in myself, how can your little petty little criticism penetrate my subconscious, penetrate my conscious, penetrate the power that I have, the confidence that I have in myself? You're just blowing in the wind at that point. I'm so confident in myself that it doesn't matter what you say. It does not matter what you say to me. If you say something good, yeah, great. Listen, fantastic. If you say something bad, hey, listen, that's okay. Fantastic. Because what I'm telling myself, consciously and unconsciously, it overpowers any external voice in this dimension. Because I realize the power that I have over myself. I realize the power that I have in inspiring myself. And in inspiring myself, I can inspire others. Thank you so much, Omarku. Omukar. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. That's very nice. And I appreciate you, Elite. I appreciate everybody that's in here tonight. Right? So, guys, listen. As a man, as a unit of mankind, right? It's pivotal. It is absolutely pivotal that you're confident in yourself and that you're confident in your uniqueness and that you're okay. It's okay to embrace that uniqueness. As a kid, when you're a kid, you always try to fit in with everybody else. You try to be like everyone else, right? Because you don't want to be uncool, right? You don't want people to kind of cast you out. You don't want to be the outcast. But it's perfectly okay for you to be who you are. I'm not going to tell you not to adapt to the environment. I'm not going to tell you not to adapt to the environment. Do not lose sight of who you are. Do not lose sight of your core values. Do not lose sight of what makes you unique. Unique man unit. Big up yourself, Shane Contrell. Big up to everybody that's still here. Right? It's no sense, man. There's no sense in trying to be like anyone else. People change like the weather. And that's okay. Well, listen, we all change to a degree. Change is always happening, right? But now what happens when the person that you were trying to impress so bad no longer has that preference anymore? Is impressed with something else. Where does that leave you? Oh, Marcour. Well, I'm in my 30s actually. I'm in my 30s. I may look a little young sometimes. And when I cut my facial hair off, I look extremely young. But you can't tell right here. I am approaching my mid 30s. I'm approaching my mid 30s. But yeah, I'm still in my early 30s. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. And that's what I realize with life. The more confident you are in yourself, the easier life gets for you. The more confident you are in the universe, the easier life gets for you. Whether you want to call it God, whether you want to, whatever it is that you want to call it, source. Whatever it is that's responsible for you having this human experience. It made you unique for a reason. Right? And we spoke about this last night. A lot of times, it's like people don't necessarily realize the power that you have until you start to transcend this dimension, because they see you, you walk, you talk just like them, you breathe just like them. A lot of times you look just like them, right? So they don't respect that. You just like, imagine you're around a whole bunch of people with low self-esteem and they think you're just like them. Not knowing that you're not just a shell, not knowing, not seeing, they have the visors on, so all they see is what they see, right? So they don't see the light that shines bright inside of you. Lord of Three Rings. What's the best movie ever? Lord of the Ring 3. Okay. You look young, but maturity makes you more experienced and old. Thanks. No, thank you, Omakar. Oh, Umakar. I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, I apologize. The Lord of the Rings 3. The best movie ever. I don't think I qualify to tell people what the best movie ever is. I could tell you one of my favorite movies. I did like Avatar. I saw the first Avatar. I thought that was really great. I thought Limitless was great. I thought Matrix was great. I think Denzel makes some great movies. I thought Ocean's 11 was a great movie. I like a few thrillers. I think that's the genre, the subgenre. But yeah, guys, be who you were put here to be. Be the man that you were put here to be. Stand firm and strong in who you are, because you're great. You don't need to be anyone else. You're perfect just the way you are. You are perfect just the way you are. And you have to tell yourself that. Don't lose sight of that. And I'm not telling you to be, just to be an a-hole. Just go around being an a-hole to people. No. Right? That's not what you were sent here to be. Chances are. Right? And if I'm completely honest with you, I love banter. Banter is sort of my thing. I really love banter. I like to banter my... I think the people that know me know that I love a good banter. Right? But I'm also a very warm-hearted person as well. You know what I mean? And I do like to make the people that are around me smile and happy. But I think a big reason why I'm so comfortable doing all of those things is because I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in the reason why the universe put me here to have this human experience. Hence why I decided, hey, listen, let me go ahead and share this, what it is that I do, with everyone all around the world, everyone willing to listen, everyone willing to take part in what it is that, that we have going on here. And I think in the future, big things are going to happen. I know in the future, big things are going to happen. I know in the future, us as the human race, us as a species, are going to be 10 times better than we were before. And I think a lot of people are afraid of that. I think a lot of people kind of think that the more into the future we get, the worse people get. But I don't think so. I think people are starting to wisen up a little bit, awaken, so to speak. I think people are really starting to awaken. And I want to play my part in that. I want to play the part in people awakening and realizing that we are not that much different. Not only are we not that much different, but we're really just the same people expressing ourselves in different ways. And when I say the same people, I mean, you know what I mean. Energy. We're just energy expressing ourselves in different ways. That is all we are. That is all you are. That's all Denzel Washington is. That's all Andy Garcia is. That's all LeBron James is. That's all Erling Haaland, Mbappe, Lamine Yamal. That's all we are. The same thing, expressing ourselves in different ways. Right? So when you realize that, it's no need for jealousy. It's just you in another body. It's just you having a different experience. Right? So yeah, guys, don't lose sight of that. And don't waste time trying to pretend to be someone else. You're perfect just the way you are. You're perfect being unique. We did start the stream early. I'm probably going to be around for a good maybe 5-10 minutes, 10 more minutes or so. But while we're here, right? If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Where are you guys from, by the way? I know Umar Kur. I'm guessing you're Asian. Good Crusader. I'm not entirely sure where you're from. Shane, not entirely sure where you're from either. But yeah, guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. As a matter of fact, yep, we're going to wrap it up really, really soon. We did start the stream a little early. I don't know if it was already live or not, because I wasn't seeing it reflecting on my end. But, you know, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being a part of what it is that we have going on. And we're going to continue to be doing Life is But a Stream every single weeknight, right? We're going to uplift the vibration of everyone that's around, everyone that's a part of this community. And we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to keep doing that until the end of time. Because I want to see the world around me reflected. I want to see the world inside me reflected to me from the world around me, if that makes sense, right? I want to see everyone happy. I want to see everyone living their purpose. I want to see everyone being true to themselves, right? Anyway, guys, on your way out, smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. And then it'll be 500 subscribers. And then it will be 1,000 subscribers. And then it will be many, many, many more. So thank you guys for being a part of what it is that we have going on here. My dad works at MGM. You're probably talking about the MGM casino. But big up to your dad. Shout outs to your dad. Skibbity. Shout outs to your dad. Subscribe on your way out, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. All right? Keep shining, y'all. Be confident in yourself. And listen, tell yourself something positive tonight before you go to your bed. And when you wake up tomorrow, tell yourself something positive before you start your day. Tell yourself, just put yourself in that vibration. And not only tell yourself that, but also feel it. Feel the positivity. Thank you, Skibbity. Thank you for subscribing. Feel the positivity that you're saying yourself, telling yourself with every fiber of your being. Tell yourself something positive. Feel positive, and continue to do that throughout the day, even when people piss you off, right? Because people piss me off all the time, but I'm able to come back to balance, right? And don't let them have control over you. Have a wonderful night, everyone. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.